Morning team, welcome back to Due North, and I'm in Finland. And today, I'm carrying skis. Ooh. Uphill in ski boots. It's not easy. There we go. I'm heading over to pick up my lift parts. We're heading up there. Now, I'm going to tell you a story in a minute. Let me get this all sorted. Now, this is Levi Ski Resort. And there's a story. Of course there's a story. Tell us, Dave, what is it? Well, there was a boy called Nicholas. And Nicholas lived in Lapland. And in the village Nicholas lived in, due to some unfortunate circumstances, there was a man. And this man made toys out of wood. He whittled them. And he gave them away because he was just such a nice guy. And then one day that man sadly died. And Nicholas decided that he was going to carry on the tradition of making the toys. But Nicholas made hundreds and thousands and millions of toys, and he gave them away to all the good boys and all the good girls around the world. He did that one night every year. The rest of the year, while he was whittling his toys and taking a break from the hectic delivery, Nicholas lived in a cabin high up on a fell in Lapland. Well, this is Lapland. This is a fell, and we're heading pretty high. So why don't we go and see if we can find Nicholas's cabin. This centre's cabin. Put my skis there so I can walk around, get some different angles in amongst the trees and stuff. Just waiting for these two girls to finish their coffee they're having on the balcony for their Instagram shoot. And then I'm going to get cracking on with my Instagram shoot. Look at this. What? Santa's cabin. Isn't that cool? Wow. Oh, that's a shame. Isn't that amazing? This is a movie set. This was made for a Finnish Christmas movie about a little boy called Nicholas who became Santa Claus. This is the cabin, part of the movie set high up on the mountain. It's amazing. Look at this. Views for days. There's my skis. Right, those big holes in the snow, that's me. It's hard work, but I think I got some cool shots. Awesome. Right, let's see if I can still do a 360. Wow. Having the best time. I can't put my arms up. That's a shame. So, there's always got to be something deep and philosophical and meaningful. There's always got to be. And today it's this. Santa. Who cares if you're a 36-year-old man who lives in a van? You're allowed to believe. These things make you happy. They bring things up inside. They make things meaningful. And I was just doing, I mentioned before about doing the live with Jason, that life coach friend of mine. And I said to him something that I've written in a blog post before, and I'm going to say it again now. The meaning of life is to give your life meaning. Meaningful. That's awesome. I love that. And going and looking at Santa's cabin in Lapland, that's a meaning. Going and doing the once in a lifetime as often as I can, that's a meaning. They say, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. So I'm going to enjoy myself. I've got this lift pass until 6:30. It's now 1 in the afternoon. I've got 5 hours to ski. I'm going to. And you're not coming with me. I've done that. I've done the filming. I've done the pictures. I'm going to go and enjoy myself up there. next time you see me. Could be this evening, depends if the northern lights come out. The sky's looking okay, not great, but I think it's due to snow. And then, well, then I'll have given my life a bit more meaning. There's another thing that goes along with that actually, and it's Latin. Memento mori. And it sounds a bit grim, but it means remember death. Remember that you die. So when you're busy giving your life a meaning, remember that you die. Remember that once that's game over for you, there's no more meaning you can give. There's no more fun you can have, there's no more things you can do, there's no more places you can see, there's no more exploring you can do. There's Santa's cabin. Right there. So yeah. Team, good evening. The skiing yesterday was pretty incredible, and today I'm in a national park where I've sat all day getting my work done on my laptop, and now night is here. It has been here since about 2 PM but anyway, night's here. It's 7 o'clock now. So it's been snowing, it's snowing now, but it's meant to clear up. I've been keeping an eye on the cloud forecast, and the national park I'm in, firstly I'll say everything in Finnish seems to sound aggressive. The national park I'm in is called Palas Ilastunturin. Don't know what that means, but that's what it's called. So the reason I'm here, I'm going to get the lights on outside and show you trees. There we go. So we've got awesome snow-covered trees, and I'm going to go find some even more snow-covered trees. And the northern lights are meant to be at KP3 tonight, and all I need here is KP1. So the reason I'm telling you now is because if that happens, if the sky is clear and I get the northern lights, I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking to you, to be quite honest. So let's see what happens. Excuse the hat hair. Wow, it's crazy. So I am where I want to be. It's freezing, it's so cold, it's -10. I'm where I want to be. Oh, it's going to get colder as well. Anyway, I'm where I want to be, and the clouds are parting slowly. I've just had a message from Oddpetter. Oh, KP2 he's just said. KP2 to KP3. So he is, how far is he? If I were to go in a straight line as the bird flies, or as the crow flies, to the northwest or west-northwest, he is about 200 miles from here. And he says the aurora is dancing here. It's KP2 to KP3. Now, I have perfect foreground elements, but I also have clouds. However, clouds are clearing, and I don't know if you can see, if I turn this off just for a second, see the moonlight out there? You can see the clouds as well, actually. So the fact that I have a moon is good. That is the southeast over there. I'm facing north. Come on clouds. Right, I'm gonna get dressed for the occasion. I'm gonna wrap up very warm in my fleece-lined winter trousers, my snow boots. I may need my snow shoes to be able to walk through the snow here. Hopefully we're going to get some cool shots of the northern lights. Fingers crossed. Look at the sparkly snow. I am lying in the snow with my tripod between my legs, watching the lights dance up there. And you can't see them on this camera right now, but they're there. KP4. The moon is so bright, but KP4 Northern Lights is incredible. This is where I shot the Northern Lights last night. The sky over here is on fire. It's absolutely freezing. Something like -14, and then there's a bit of wind. It's making it about -20. So being out here taking photos with bare hands, it's not the smartest idea I've ever had. But I'm getting it done. I'm getting a few pictures in and enjoying myself. Trying to work out as well what to do tonight. Last night those Northern Lights were pretty cool. Unfortunately, what happened was it really kicked off big. A geomagnetic substorm rated to KP7, that's huge if you don't know, kicked off, and I was lying in bed thinking, well, the clouds came in, covered everything up, so I got in bed and I'm lying there, and through the skylight the sky exploded, so I had to get dressed. By the time I got dressed, it stopped, which is really annoying. But I did get some cool pictures of spots here and there. It just would have been nice to get the whole sky. But I saw it, and that's important. I don't have to take pictures. Right, I'm going to take some photos here, and then I'm going to make a plan for the rest of the day. Team, I've just been mooching about all day today, really, just looking at the trees, taking nice pictures, exploring the national park, trying to keep my feet from freezing. I had a message just now on Instagram from somebody who's also living the van life here in Finland and who works at a ski resort, or at Akaslompolo. Yeah, that's it, Akaslompolo, the Ulas North Ski Resort. And tonight the Northern Lights are supposed to be okay. There's been 2 solar flares today, fairly strong ones. One of them pointed straight at us, and the clouds are here, but they're supposed to clear between roughly 10 and 1, which is perfect timing. So this chap has offered very kindly to take me up to the top of the mountain at the ski resort in a snowcat. So that's an hour south of here. I'm going there. I'll see you when we get there. Just come to get some fuel and empty my bins on the way to this mountain, and I found a reindeer. What? Look at the size of that thing. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. I'm nearly dressed and ready. I've got all the base layers on, as you can see, and we've arrived at the restaurant and ski lifts. Well, we're actually going next door. There's the depot, and there's some ski stuff. I don't even know what it is. The things, the snowcat things that make ski slopes flat again. Machines that are in there, and we're going up a mountain, a ski resort in one of them, and hopefully these clouds will clear and we'll get some Northern Lights. It's not too thick, but they're there. But I can see clear skies over ahead of me, which is east, and the wind is blowing west. Damn. There, salmon invited me to the top of the mountain to snow down. Well, this one's very futuristic.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Oliko sulla vettä? Mä voisin juoda nopeasti vielä vettä.
Oh.
Dude, it looks like the controls to a tank.
The alarm.
Probably. That's fine. We're on the top of Urlas mountain now. Sam is going. We've been abandoned. But it's cool because right here is this hut or cabin I can hide in to keep warm. And then that's my expert guide, by the way. You can even see it on this camera.
Yeah, it's true.
We've moved a little bit further down the mountain. There are these cool trees that you can just about see, and the aurora will be behind them when it happens. I'm saying when, not if, because I'm sure it's going to. The sky has cleared up perfectly. So I've got my tripod down there, pointing straight to that tree for the foreground interest, and obviously the mountain and the sky are the background interest, and we're just waiting to see what happens. So while we're, let's see if I can make it brighter. Not much. While we're waiting for the Northern Lights to appear in Finland, I feel it's only appropriate to tell some. Let's get the moon. Let's get the moon angle. Now you can kind of see us. I feel it's appropriate to tell some Finnish Northern Lights stories, and we'll start quite simply with the name of the Northern Lights in Finnish, which I think is Revontulet.
Yeah.
Yes! Did I pronounce it badly?
No, not badly.
Okay.
But not perfect. But good.
What's perfect?
Revontulet.
Revontulet.
Yeah, perfect. No,
Okay,
it was
cool.
perfect. Good.
And one of the Finnish stories about the Northern Lights is that it's the tale of the Arctic fox as he runs through the night sky, brushing the top of the mountains, hitting the top of the mountains and creating sparks that fly off. Is that right? Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
Do you have any others, perhaps?
No.
That's the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
That's the only one I know as well. It's
Yeah.
probably the only one that exists then.
Yeah. Because it's basically in Finnish it means fox tail.
Revontulet means foxtail.
Fox fires.
Fox fires.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It comes from the tail.
I wish English had words like that. Foxfire.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're still waiting, and we've been watching the charts. Let's see if the camera can pick anything up. On the horizon there's a bit of light dancing, and we're just waiting patiently with that tree I'm sure it's going to happen, but we're going to be here a while, and we're very, 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 very cold. But it's worth putting in the effort and getting cold sometimes to see these things and experience these things. So let's carry on doing that. And I've got to put my fingers away. Bye. Whilst we were up on the fell, we only had up until midnight because Samu finished work. Whilst we were up on the fell, the Northern Lights didn't go crazy, but I left and I've been watching the graphs. That's what suddenly lit up there, and everything kicked off. I don't know if you can see in my face just how cold I am. Temperatures are temperatures are minus 17. That explains why I can't feel my nose or my fingers. Minus 17, and the Northern Lights are kicking off large. So I've got 2 cameras out there, and sorry about the focus. 2 cameras out there, and I keep popping out to get other pictures as well as things change. This is crazy. This is amazing. Minus 17. Morning team. That noise is the drone. It's outside. I've just got it shooting a panorama. I thought I'd quickly say good morning and explain that today, obviously the sun is not rising, but there is this beautiful, absolutely stunning pink sky with the moon over there, and it's minus 22, and I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's minus 22. And yes, I'm in a t-shirt with the window open, and yes, I'm freezing. Let's see what happens today. Not going to be much daylight as usual at the moment, but that's the way it goes. I'm up in the Arctic Circle. Right, need to get on with this drone stuff. temperature is currently at its lowest so far. It's minus 25.13 Celsius. In freedom units, that is around minus 11, minus 12. It's freezing. Absolutely freezing. So I'm currently heading slowly towards KelbyOne, and this is a road that I've driven many times before, whilst hunting the northern lights during the night and looking for reindeer during the day. So there's a pretty good chance of spotting some reindeer on this drive. If it happens and it's interesting enough, I'll film it and show you guys. But if they're just standing there doing nothing, well, no. It's 2:20 in the afternoon and it is about to get dark. The light is changing, it's going a deep blue very fast. The moon is huge and sitting on the horizon. And it is a beautiful day in Lapland, albeit absolutely freezing. The mission, the end goal, is to get into Norway. KelbyOne is the town at the border between Finland and Norway. So I think I'm going to do one more night in Finland. I think we'll see what happens. We'll see what the clouds do as well, and then head towards Norway to Sony and Lofoten. Just went outside. I just went outside to set the camera because it's so fucking cold. I just went outside to set the camera because I reckon the aurora is going to start to appear soon. And if you can see that, it's minus 32. Minus 32, that's about minus 24 in Fahrenheit. Hopefully something good will happen. It looks like there's a negative polarity at the moment. Speed of 580 kilometers per second. And oh, it's so cold, forget about it. Look, if it happens, watch the video. Team, it's been an interesting day. I didn't film what happened today, but that's because the camera was in the van and the van wasn't with me. So when I woke up it was minus 35. Overnight it was minus 40, and the van just was not enjoying it. As it turns out, basically my oil is rated to minus 40, and that's just the oil. Forget about everything else. There's obviously there's antifreeze, there's like the grease in the bearings, there's all the fluids all over the vehicle that aren't rated to that sort of temperature. And even the diesel, so diesel freezes at around minus 20, but it has an additive around here, so it freezes at a lower temperature because obviously this is what they're used to. But it basically turns into like a gel, and my heater started I don't even know how to describe it. So the diesel in the heater comes straight from the actual diesel tank, and it started making some noises. So the fuel was obviously gelling up. The fuel line to the diesel heater runs outside underneath the van, so it was exposed to the -40. When I started to drive this morning, the van was making some grinding, the engine was making some grinding noises, the brakes were sticking on, the suspension was making the weirdest creaks, and obviously when things are that cold they get brittle as well. So I decided to take the van to a local garage. So in the town just behind me there's a garage, and I said, look, can you help me out? I just need to warm everything back up. And they said, yeah, no problem, 30 euros, we'll stick it in the garage for a bit, we'll warm it up, we'll stick the battery on, we'll do everything to heat the van back up. It's like, cool, okay, 30 euros, best 30 euros I've ever spent, honestly. So I'm now under the cover of the clouds that are filling the sky. I'm now heading towards KelbyOne, which is on the border, and it's on the end of a valley called Skibodendalen. Dalen means valley, just so you know. If you come across Norwegian or Icelandic or any, I think even Swedish has got a similar word of dal, but anyway, Dalen means valley. So Skibodden is the town, Skibodendalen is the valley. I'm heading that way, and I'm going to cross the border into Norway. It is 185 kilometers to KelbyOne, and to Skibodden it's probably 220 or thereabouts, maybe 230. When I get to Skibodden, I'm going to turn left and head in towards Senja and Lofoten. So that's what's happened today. The van's been in a garage, I've been sat in a cafe editing, and with no northern lights tonight, I'm moving under the blanket of cloud in the sky to get away from those ridiculous temperatures. Even the thermometer stopped working. My outside thermometer is housed in the wing mirror. It goes down to -40. It got there, and then it went, no, not anymore, not doing it, and then it reset. So my temperature stats have reset. I know it got to -40, and then it's come back on when it got to about -7. It turned itself back on again. It's that cold. Also, under my nose and around my nostrils, it feels like people are jabbing pins and slashing them with saws. It is absolutely freezing. I can't stress it enough. It's so cold. Anyway, that's the boring commentary on today's events out of the way. I'm now heading towards KelbyOne. Let's go. I have definitely made the right decision by getting out of that cold. The northern lights are dancing in the sky, but they're behind the clouds. I can see them lighting up the clouds green, but I won't be able to get any good pictures. So moving to the west towards Norway, towards KelbyOne, which is now 81 kilometers ahead of me, was definitely the right decision, because for the first time in a few days, maybe about 5 days, I can feel my toes and my nose doesn't sting. It's -3 here, which is brilliant. It's warm. -3 is warm. Wow. So I don't know whether yet I will stop in KelbyOne. I think probably I'll carry on through KelbyOne because it's now 9 PM. I think I'll go through KelbyOne into Norway and get a head start on the road to Senja. I think that's what I'm going to do. That was a very, 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 very difficult drive. It was like driving the Millennium Falcon. Is that the one with the stars? But the snow, yeah. It was a very bad drive. So I decided I'm going to stay in KelbyOne tonight, and I'll finish the drive into Norway tomorrow. Good night. This is KelbyOne. There's not a lot going on here. It's just the town closest to the border. The valley over here, as I've said several times, is Skibodendalen. The plan today is to go that way, and in about 30-40 kilometers or so in that direction, I will enter Norway. The sun is as high as it's going to get. It's below the horizon, but this is as much light as I'm going to get today. But the solstice is behind me. It was yesterday, which means that it's going to start getting brighter and brighter, and eventually the sun will rise, which is nice, because it's kind of annoying just having nothing there. You can see the moon just above the trees there. Yeah, that's Finland done for now. The van's warming up, and it's time to cross another border. Well, I wasn't expecting that at all. No border check from either side. So this is Norway. You can see the landscape changes immediately when we get over the border. It's weird. So this is the E8 between Kofifernweh and Skibon, and here's a little Northern Lights tip for you. If you're in the area of Tromsø or the Lyngen Alps or even Senja or somewhere like that, and you really want to see the Northern Lights but you can't find them because there's clouds in the skies, quite often Skibon Valley will have a clear sky when everywhere else has clouds, because the water runs through here, which is slightly warmer, and the mountains are so high, some around 700 or 800 meters I believe, that they catch the clouds. You can see the clouds have been caught on the mountains, especially on this one here. They catch the clouds and they create a clear sky, as we've got right now. For me though, tonight, I think I've got heavy snow coming. Oh, one more fun fact before I get moving again. The E8, this road here, is nicknamed the Northern Lights route. All the way through Finland and Norway, it is the Northern Lights route because it's so common to see them along this road. Right, let's get driving further into Norway. I don't know if you remember hearing Odd Petter's voice from the Iceland episodes, but Odd Petter lives in Lofoten, and my plan was to go first to Senja, but I've decided actually, because of the weather, I'm going to go first to Lofoten. So I've just sent him a message asking what the weather's like and telling him about my change of plans, and here's his response.
Hi. Now the weather for the next nights, for a few nights now, will be terrible. We have a polar storm over us, but right now we have a clear or part clear sky and polar clouds, or rainbow clouds as it says, with many different color in one.
Huh. Well, that's cool.
It seems that we may be, but it's too early to say, but maybe Sunday and over to Monday will be nice weather, or part nice weather here in Lofoten, but for the Northern Lights. But it's too soon to say.
Yeah.
Oh, we have had a shitty weather now, and I'm really pissed off on this. But I really hope then out in January and February, March will be fantastic.
Well, I won't be there. Okay, well, onwards to Lofoten rather than to Senja. Let's do this. This is the end of Skibondalen. The lights in the foreground here, just at the foot before the lake, are from the town of Skibon, which is obviously all these lights as well. But then those mountains are called the Lyngen Alps, L-Y-N-G-E-N, Lyngen Alps, and they are sometimes called the Norwegian Alps. And I've stayed there before, and they are amazing. So they are about 2 hours outside of Tromsø. So if you come to northern Norway and you want a mountain experience, the Lyngen Alps are awesome. Loads of activities. You can do moose tours and sled dog tours, and you can go on Northern Lights hunts, and you can go ice climbing, and all these. There's basically, they're awesome if you want an Arctic alpine experience. Lincoln Alps. We're going to go straight ahead, which is actually a left turn, and that will take us towards Lofoten. A very, very long drive to Lofoten. So it's Christmas Eve, it is 10 p.m. and there's been a snowstorm raging all day, and it's due to carry on all day tomorrow as well. There's a snowplow passing me now, but also some Christmas Eve miracle has happened, and the skies have cleared and the Northern Lights at KP3, KP4 or thereabouts are dancing in a clear patch of sky right above the van. What a treat to see the Northern Lights on Christmas Eve. How amazing is that? Oh, this is amazing. It's seriously clear. There's like a, right above me. No, I've sent a message to Oddpetter, who's like 20 minutes down the road. He can't see a damn thing. I've got a perfect patch of clear sky just above me, just for me in Lofoten on Christmas Eve. This is awesome. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. This is incredible. I don't know if you can hear the wind from the storm that's raging. Even with all this going on, there's a really strong wind coming. But magic. Those lights were epic, and the clouds cleared twice, which meant I could shoot them twice, as you see with the 2 time lapses. But now, just 15 minutes later, I can't see anything. I can't see any of the street lights over there that I could see. I can't see the town over there. The wind is insane. There's a bridge beside me, and the warning signs by the bridge that flash to say the wind is too fast, be careful on the bridge. The warning lights have come on, and there's a car coming, so I'm going to spin the camera around and I'm going to show you the amount of snow. The car's going really slow. Obviously I wouldn't drive over that bridge in this van, but I'm going to show you this car as it goes past so you can see what is going on outside. Just 15 minutes up those Northern Lights. Team, it's the big day. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm spending it sheltering from a storm. There's a double polar storm that's been rolling in, and last night the wind was pretty crazy, but the clouds parted every now and then, just for long enough for me to see the Northern Lights, because there's also a geomagnetic storm that's been going on. And I don't know if it's going to carry on tonight, but in a couple of days it's meant to be very, very strong again, and the storm should have cleared by then as well, which is awesome. So Christmas, some people, in fact a lot of people, have sent me messages and asked me, am I alright? I'm by myself at Christmas, just me and some baubles and some Christmas lights in the van. Am I okay? Well, yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine. I really appreciate them asking, obviously. but yes, I'm fine. You aren't really lonely just by being alone. You're lonely when you're with the wrong company. It's more important that you have the right company than having company at all. So, I'm fine. I really am. I enjoy my own company. I'm loving the adventure that I'm on. So yeah, thank you very much. I am fine. And Merry Christmas to you. I just want to talk about a few things that have been going through my mind. One of those things is a line from a song. If you walk in the footsteps of strangers, you'll learn things you never knew you never knew. Which I think is amazing. And it's Disney. Disney's brilliant. You'll learn things you never knew if you walk in the footsteps of strangers. That really smashes it. That resonates. Learning new things, experiencing new cultures, seeing new things, meeting new people, and learning new things, and getting a broader outlook on life. It's amazing. I reckon with everything that I've done on this trip so far, let alone what's to come, I reckon there's a book in there of all the things I've learnt and seen and done and experienced and all that stuff, all that good stuff. So I just want to say as well that if you're looking for an escape, some people, so this is full-time van life. Some people are weekend warriors. That's fine. This is my job. But some people work 9 to 5 and have the weekend off. And that's fine. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to use the weekend not to hide from the life that's on the Monday to Friday, but use the weekend to build the life that you want. Use the weekend to create things, to achieve your dreams. Set yourself targets, make sure you push to achieve them. Use the weekend to create the life you want, not to hide from the one that you have. And make sure that you join me next week. Hit all of those buttons and make sure you once in a lifetime, as often as you can. Team, from Lofoten, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon.